Welcome back, everyone. QPT Beenleigh. My name is Dylan Kimlin, and we are sitting in for El Clasico. We have Thanh Huynh versus Wesley Vine in the men's open single gold medal match. These two gentlemen have versed each other so many times in medal matches, it is becoming a must-see affair. I can tell you right now, Thanh had something like a 30-minute match earlier today, before this match in his semis. And as a result, ran out of clean shirts to put on. Both gentlemen are very sweaty throughout the heat and the sun today, but this should be an absolutely thrilling match. 2-1. Thanh has found himself with a little bit of a lead. Oh, great effort there by Huynh. Wesley Vine currently serving. 1-2. Wes was crowned oh, that has just gone long. Wes was crowned the Queensland Male Player of the Year last night at the awards ceremony. We'll see if he can crown himself with another award that has just gone long. Another award after this event. That is well placed. Two. Wes is on his home turf here. Represents Beenleigh. Frequently involved with the staff down here in the courts. However, Thanh plays here frequently as well. So Wes has a slight home advantage. 3-2. He underserve. It's a great advance there by Thanh. 4-2. Things to keep an eye out for this game. Typically, when these fellas battle it out, we will see some crazy athleticism. Both these guys will run a marathon by the end of this match, or the end of this series. Players also have ridiculously quick hands. Can both smash the ball very well, can both drive the ball very well. Ask and you shall receive, Dylan. Just mentioned athleticism and smashing, and that is what has just occurred. Beautiful play by both. 4-2. That is a costly error, especially in a gold medal match. Do not want to be making serving errors. 2-4. Oh, that is an absolutely wild strike there by Vine. Bit sneaky too. I don't think Thanh expected it to be a quick little flick. So well played. He's tried again. This one has struck the net. We have a side away. 4-3. Timeout. That's our second serving error there for Thanh. He's got to get his head back into it. I did say earlier that Thanh had a ridiculously long semi-final match. I believe that was against Dennis. From what I heard, that match went for far longer than any other match we've seen today. So Than's just not only going to battle through the fatigue, but also refocus. Same could be said for Wes. Wes has been sitting on the side watching the matches that we've been covering. And as a result, he might be a little bit too relaxed. So both players just need to get their mental in check, focus, get into the swing of things. The gentlemen have re-entered the court. They're good to go. 3-4, fine to serve. Unfortunately, Wes, that is not a paddle. Cricket skills coming in there to catch the ball that Thanh has pelted at him. 4-3. Just a bit too low on the advance there by Thanh. Three, 4. Wes is having some luck here with that whipping shot to Than's forehand. It's definitely been something we've seen all day. Players seem to be targeting the opposition's forehand. That's a beautiful strike there as that goes out. Thanh was prepping for an Ernie there. Do not be surprised if we see an Ernie in a singles match, especially with the caliber that we are currently watching. We have had a foot fault by Wesley Vine. 5-4. Now, what is a foot fault for those watching at home that might be new? There's a beautiful strike there by Thanh. If you strike the ball and put your foot in the non-volley zone, or the kitchen as it's commonly called, which is the big rectangle that's closest to the net. If you strike the ball on the full, that is a foot fault, also known as a kitchen fault. Seems that we have a timeout here via Vine. This game is being officialed by Jen Ramamurthy, who's currently the president of Pickleball Australia. So I don't know if you could get much more of a higher authority for Australian pickleball. But what a better way to finish up our final QPT event of the day than watching two of the best young men go at it in the open men's singles. 7-4. Thanh has himself quite a good lead here. Wow. Talk about effort. I mentioned marathons earlier, but these fellas can sprint. 4-7, Vine to serve. It's called out there by Thanh. 7-4. Four 7. We're currently in game one of the gold medal match. That's a great effort there by Vine. Gold medal match of the QPT men's opens. Singles. Has gone long. Well disciplined there by Wes. As I said earlier, these fellas have battled many times throughout the year. I believe they've had a classic match in both QPT Brisbane for a bronze. As we have a shootout here. If we do get to see any more shootouts, expect fiery hands from both. These guys are renowned for their fast hand speed at the net. Speaking of which, Vine capitalises. These guys also had a thrilling match at the Queensland Championship this year at Morayfield, where I do my club, Morayfield Pickleball. We were fortunate enough to witness both players have an absolute crazy set of singles matches at that event as well. Both players up on the net. What can happen here? Wes definitely has the advantage thus far on the close quarter combat. So the guys are not at all afraid to go at each other at the kitchen line. 6-7. Vine has pulled himself back into it. That is class. Wes with the drive. A couple of net rolls here going in the way of Vine. Vine has pulled himself back to now have a 1-point lead, 8-7. That's one of those ones that we've all been there, Thanh. I think the ball's going long and it just drops in. Great placement there by Thanh. Great effort there by Wes. Lots of running. This is tiring just to watch. 7-9. Freakish. Absolutely mental what these guys can do with the ball. I believe our first aid staff have run to get the ball. Yeah, getting everyone involved with the sport. 9-7, Vine to serve. Oh, spin serve is coming into play there. Both players can utilise the spin serve, which this will probably be the last event we will see this year. With the serve as Vine capitalises, takes game one. Fiery affair straight off the bat. Points of interest for that match. That towards the middle of it, both players were advancing to the net, playing a lot more aggressive. Vine did take the lead on the net battles there, I figure. We also saw plenty of drives down the line that worked in Wes's favour as well. And in a close match like this, especially in a gold medal match, those little advantages you can get, you take every one of them. Good turnout here for the gold medal match. This will be the last match of the day that we cover. Last match of the day in general. Everyone's finished. I can see a couple cold beverages there in the crowd as everyone's celebrating a successful event. Good play across the board. The guys are just sucking in that oxygen as they gear up to ready themselves once more for game two. If you're just tuning in, on the far north side with the hat, we have Wesley Vine representing Beenleigh Pickleball. And on the other side, we have Thanh, who plays sort of everywhere. I'd say he's a McGregor and BPC local. Both players play extensively here in Beenleigh as well. And both players have versed each other countless amounts of times in medal matches. Both advance to the net. Bit of a sneaky roll there attempt by Thanh. Didn't work out. There is no hiding in a game like this though. Both players know exactly what the other player will want to do. Their strengths and weaknesses. They've versed each other that many times. Just purely comes down to who can hold their nerve. And who can hit the ball more pure. 0-1. Huynh to serve. Oh, that's an ATP. Wes gets there. That just bounces in there for Thanh, and that goes long. What a crazy rally. Freakish transition there by Thanh to get to the line with the backhand drop. For Wes to return with an ATP. And then a lob recovery. Absolutely phenomenal play there by both gentlemen. 0-1. Huynh to serve. Nice drive there. Caught Wesley moving. As I stated earlier, you do not want to be striking the ball while moving. 1-1. It's just gone long. Thanh has got a slight lead here. 2-1. Watch the speed up. Well played. Vine just opened Thanh up there. Calls the pop-up. Both these gentlemen are very favoured on the net speed-ups. So do not be surprised if we see that throughout this game. Wave a side away. Huynh to serve. 2-1. Great shot there by Wes. This is a bit of a unique game compared to what we saw earlier. The players are advancing immediately to the net, and as a result, that opens up amazing opportunities like what Vine just pulled up. Coming to the net does have its dangers, and that there's a good example of it. 2-2. Vine to serve. Vine has definitely got the upper hand thus far at the net battles. I think he's won the last 4. See if Thanh can respond. Wes with another drive down the line. Couple of points now because of it. Expect a timeout here. Called it. Just need to kill that momentum. Players just having a chat here about a ball. How far out it was. These guys have versed each other that much. They know and respect each other well enough to even provide some insight to each other. Points of interest thus far. We've only seen one kitchen fault across the board. Haven't seen any serving errors or serving faults. Thanh received multiple hits to the upper body. Balls being flogged at him. That hasn't occurred today. Thanh has managed to try and get a paddle to all of them. The fellas have resumed play. We're 5-2. That's a side away, 2-5. Thanh to serve. Oh, attempt there on a reset by Thanh. He was in an unfortunate position and he's tried to slow it down. I mentioned earlier about not moving while striking the ball. Thanh recognised that. It wasn't. Oh. He wasn't in a position to place it where he wanted it. In that instance there, he was. It's an absolutely beautiful shot there by Thanh. Our official Jen just copped a fly to the mouth by the looks of it. Just Australian things. Got to be wary of the wildlife while playing. Immense pressure by Vine. Well played. Side out, Vine to serve. 5-2. Two 5. Huynh to serve. Just missing up his spin serve a little bit there. Wow, what a shot there by Thanh. Rose the ball perfectly in that low to high movement into a position the Vine couldn't reach. 3-5. That's going along. Yeah, we've got a tee. Good. Thanh has found himself building some momentum there once again. Wes recognising this and trying to put a halt to it. Had a little bit of sideline coaching there by his brother Travis, letting him know it was probably a good time to have a timeout. Travis is a wonderful little success story here. Unfortunately, he's been marred by injury this year and has just returned to the pickleball courts. He's a welcome addition, and the pickleball family are very happy to see him back. We're also happy to see the fellas are back. They're back on court. 4-5, Thanh to serve. Brilliant effort. Than's having a bit of luck here with the, I don't know what I call it. It's like a half lob. He's hitting it a bit high and towards Wesley's backhand. It's resulting in plenty of points. Beautiful recovery here by Thanh. Oh, what a shot. Fantastic by both players here. Brilliant pressure by Wesley and absolutely phenomenal effort there by Thanh to get back into it as Wesley gets himself caught on the net. For any indoor netball or indoor soccer players, we've all been caught in the net before. Speaking of nets, Than's ball has just dropped a little bit low. Vine has steadied the ship. And Thanh responds. I'd say momentum is back to even. So it's up to the players to sort of build themselves into a position where they're putting pressure on the opposition. 5-6. He underserved. Wes is not having any luck with this net. Several of the balls are just managing to scrape through. Thankfully, one of our wonderful PAQ tournament organisers, Kelly, is there to save the day. She did a great job with emceeing the awards night last night as well. Bang. And Wes does not mess around with spiders, and if he has an opportunity to put that ball away, he will. Well played. Five seven. He underserve. Beautifully played. Beautifully played. I will say that Tan's backhand drops this game have been absolutely phenomenal. Vaughn capitalising when he gets the chance, though. Ooh, speaking of capitalising, Tan had an opportunity there and he just swept it into the net. Looks like we have a timeout called by Hyun. Players just getting some liquid. Getting back into it when they feel up for it. I believe we're doing the medal ceremony after this. So keep an eye out on socials for all the pictures of everyone with all of their shinies after a hard day's effort. Players have returned. They're good to go. 8-5. Fine to serve. That's a beautiful return right on the line. Look at these strokes. Wow. What a rally. Great shots by both players there. Fantastic stuff. 5-8. Wow. There's a comfortable strike there by Tan. He is pulling off a shot that most would avoid. High risk. Takes the reward. There's that backhand drop. Absolutely phenomenal. The commentator's curse kicks in once more. Wesley Vine to serve. 8-6. Great discipline there by Tan. Let that ball go immediately. There we go. Well, you don't see that often in the pickleball scene. So for the viewers at home wondering what on earth happened just then, Tan won the shootout. The ball has struck Wesley's hat and bounced back into the field of play. Tan has nearly done a cartwheel there trying to retain the ball. Well placed by Wes. If a ball strikes anything that isn't your paddle or hand, I believe, someone in the comments can correct me on that if I'm wrong, but I believe it's the hand down. then it is a fault. So a hat does not count. That is a beautiful strike there by Thanh. Unsure if it was called in or out by Wesley. Yep. Side out, 7-8. We're in a close battle here between Thanh and Wes. Entirely expected when these two get on the court. Oh, what a strike. Rising to the occasion. Thanh with a phenomenal forehand drive. Got a timeout here with Wes. He is prone to cramps in tournaments. Hopefully that's not happening here. Might just be to have a bit of a breather. We are once again winding up here at QPT Beenleigh. Players have done an outstanding effort throughout the course of this event. But it hasn't just been this event. Majority of the players here today are recipients of the golden ticket that they would have received throughout the events this year. So this here is, you're playing for sheep stations throughout this Beenleigh event, because this is what it's all come down to. 8-8, no timeouts remaining, line to serve. Confidence building as Vine surges past. There's a freakish shot there by Wesley. This here is when Thanh would call a timeout if he had one. But all of them are gone. He has to steady the ship. Can Wesley capitalise? Yes, he can. Wes will take the gold. Well played, both gentlemen. That is an absolutely fantastic way to finish the event here at QPT Beenleigh. Thanh to take the silver. And as expected, both players have turned up. Wes is getting a cuddle by Ocean there. Beloved here in the Beenleigh community. Well, we are going to wind up here. I don't believe we have any more matches, but this is Dylan Kimberlin. I'd just like to thank everyone for tuning in throughout our broadcasts throughout the year. They will continue next year. Big shout out to Pickleball Australia, Pickleball Queensland, for promoting this sport like they have. I would like to give a massive thank you to all of the tournament volunteers, officials, directors, and scorers. They are the reason we are all here today. And once again, if you have ever wanted to support the community or help out, I would highly advise you to consider giving refereeing or scoring a go, because these tournaments do not run without these people and we are forever indebted to them. We are going to sign off here. Once again, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. Any feedback is always appreciated. And as always, we'll see you next time. This is Dylan Kimberlin signing out. Thank you.